My kids' playroom has zero toy storage, but I have an idea. What if I added a large wall of built-ins and a window bench with a bookshelf, like this? It took a lot of time to plan this out, and I ended up needing 7 sheets of plywood that I ripped down right in the lumberyard parking lot to get it to all fit in my car. It took a few days to get everything cut down to size, and a little hack to keep all these pieces organized is to use Post-it notes so you know which piece goes where. I wanted the built-ins to sit flush against the wall, so I removed the baseboards, and then I could finally paint. When I bought the primer, I actually got a tinted dark blue, and it was such a good move because it really saved on the amount of ceiling paint I used, and this dusty blue complements the dark blue ceiling perfectly. The built-in split bases to create a level foundation, and I found the perfect solution for the vent at the window bench. After painting, I was able to get back to the built-ins, and I probably drilled hundreds of pocket holes. I love the building parts of projects and being able to create exactly what I want to fit my space. I was so proud of this tall bookshelf, and I was even more excited once I got it installed and it fit perfectly in place. The window bench took a little tweaking to work around the floor vent and outlet, so I was thrilled when it fit in place. I'm especially excited about this middle section that will hold so many toys. But next, I had to figure out a tabletop to go over these built-ins. I ended up finding 3 oak tabletops off Facebook Marketplace, and I cut 2 of them down to repurpose into those tabletops. I did try stripping the finish off these, but I think it was too cold here in Minnesota, so I was relegated to hand scraping the finish off. Once the tabletop was in, I managed to install these heavy upper built-ins, and I love how much taller the room feels, but the dark blue at the ceiling makes it feel cozy. Obviously, this boob light had to go, and I replaced it with this cool faux skylight. Now I have to trim all of this out. Trim is really what makes these built-ins look finished. It does take a while to get all the pieces cut and secured, but doing the trim one piece at a time helped me to get the best fit. And I was honestly relieved when that task was behind me. Priming and painting all these built-ins was such a chore, and it really made me wonder if priming and painting the built-ins would have been easier to do before I had assembled them. My DIY cover for the window bench vent ended up working perfectly. I'd always envisioned a table to go in front of the window bench, and I have one more Facebook Marketplace tabletop, but it needed a base. These table legs were a little tricky to make, but I'm really happy with this table overall. Of course, the window bench needed a comfy seat, so I repurposed a foam crib mattress and material I already had on hand. Because this is a playroom, I wanted to add more fun lighting for my kids, so I surprised them by adding strip lights throughout the built-ins, which was a little more complex than I thought it would be, but they loved it. And now for the doors. I used a slot cutter bit to route everything for the doors. I really need to get a router table for the next time I do this. Let's get all this wood cut for the doors. It's always so satisfying to see the doors come together, and I am going to love having space behind closed doors to put things. But the doors needed a little jewelry, so naturally my kids picked out these cute champagne bronze sea turtle knobs. Here's one more peek at the before, and here's where we are after. I love all of this space for my kids' toys and the functionality of the window bench and table. The colors of the room are fun yet calming, and I know it's a room my kids will be able to enjoy. I did that! Next up, I'm starting a project in an office, but this one has a due date. Follow along.